Okay, page 14 of the scheduling notes. So we can calculate the LCM in two ways. One way is to take the product of the periods and divide by their greatest common divisors. This way I think that I'm going to show you is a little bit easier in practice. So it is the product of the prime factors of highest powers. So if you have, say one of the prime factors is 2, and in one period you just have 2, but in another period it's 4, so it's 2 squared, then you would use 2 squared, not 2 to the 1. To write this out mathematically, you could say it's the product for I equals 1 to n of pi to the xi, where pi equals a prime factor and xi is the highest power of that prime factor. And this will become clearer, I think, with an example. In our example, we have 3 periods for the 3 tasks. Period 1, period 2, period 3, and I'll calculate the prime factors for each of these. And so the first period was 18. And so what we do is we define the prime factors of 18, we divide by the smallest prime that goes evenly into it. So that's 2. 2 is prime. So that's one of our prime factors. So that gives us 9. And now we take 9, the smallest prime factor of 9 is 3, so that's going to be one of our other prime factors. And we're left with 3, so again 3 can be divided by 3 to give us 1. And so now we're done. So we've got 18 is equal to 2 times 3 squared. So prime factors of 2 and 3, and the highest power of 3 is 2. Okay, next period. The next period was 30. Smallest prime that goes into it is 2, gives us 15. Smallest prime that goes into 15 is 3, that gives us 5. And the smallest prime that goes into 5 is 5. So we're done. So 30 is equal to 2 times 3 times 5. All of those are to the power of 1. And let's do our last period, 45. Smallest prime that goes into it is 3, giving us 15. 15. Smallest prime that goes into it is 3, gives us 5. And 5 gives us 5 again. So 45 is equal to 3 squared times 5, 9 times 5. So now let's circle the primes of the highest power. So one of the primes that we got is 2, and the highest power of 2 that occurs is power of 1. Next we've got 3, it occurs in all of them, and the highest power occurrence is 3 squared, and then 5 appears twice, and the highest power of 5 is 1. And so the LCM, least common multiple of these 3 periods, is going to be 2 times 3 squared times 5. So 2 times 9 is 18 times 5 is 90. Alright, so that's step 2, is figuring out what's the minimum size schedule that will capture all the different periods evenly. And step 3 is to schedule via a technique called earliest deadline first, or EDF. So we're going to use the non-preemptive version of EDF, so that means that if you're in the middle of executing one task and another one becomes ready to run, you're not going to switch to the other one, you'll finish the one that's currently running. We'll talk about preemptive EDF later.